Hey guys, I'm Little Wade with Wade's RV, and today we're gonna do a product review on the EVOKE Travel Trailer. I have a lot of friends that have SUVs and they have been asking me about towing a travel trailer with their SUV. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly how easy it is. I have my dad's white Escalade on black rims, and coincidentally, I'm towing a white EVOKE with black rims. Come on, let's check it out.
Hey y'all, I'm Willie D.
And I'm Little Wade.
And I'm really excited to tell you about this brand new EVOKE that we just picked up. It's a brand new product line, and we just got done doing a test drive, and what'd you think?
Hey, it was really smooth. The Escalade pulled it with ease, and so I'm excited to show you how we would set this up at the campsite and just go over all the details on the outside and the inside of the RV.
That's exactly right. Lots of great features, and just about anything can tow it. So with that being said, let's start off with how you would hook it up.
Yeah.
Right up here at the front, we have a 2 5/16 ball, pretty standard on most RVs that we have these days. And then we also have this power jack. So once you get it all lined up and everything like that, you're gonna go ahead and sink the ball right on there, and you're gonna use this nice power jack. No more of that cranking, nothing like that.
No.
So that's gonna be how you hitch up right up front.
Yeah, and so if you move back here, I see the propane tanks.
Yep.
Now these are larger than the normal propane tanks?
That's right, yeah, they're just a little bit larger, and so you're gonna be able to go out for longer and not have to worry about going into town for refills.
And then so if we take another step back, right back here we have a rack. This is where you would hook up your batteries, and you'd have some sort of device that would protect your batteries, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Most people have a plastic battery box that they use to protect those batteries, and this has a lot to do with hooking up. Whenever you're hooking up, I always check my propane bottles to make sure those levels are full, because there's nothing worse than getting out to that campsite and being totally empty.
Yeah, and so when we did the test drive, you know me, I take things off-road. I actually just, I use it to the fullest. And I like this little shield right here. Tell us about the shield, Willie D.
All right, so this is a diamond plate rock guard, and what's really unique about this is, so most rock guards that you find on RVs, they stop right here. That's not the case with this one. Look how far it wraps up. Typically, people are gonna have a fiberglass front cap on there, which is great. That's what this one has, but it's not giving you the protection that this rock guard does. So it really makes me excited, because you can go off-road, really enjoy it, and you're not limited at all.
Yeah, and then if we step up, you have the fiberglass cap that you're talking about. And then guys, once we hook this up, we'll show you the LED lights. These, what color are they?
They're blue, and they are incredible. It's my favorite color ever.
So when you're at the campsite, people know where the party is. They're gonna go to the blue lights.
Oh yeah, it's like a beacon to home. So they're gonna know where to come and party.
All right guys, so we're gonna vlog style the rest of the RV review on the EVOKE. Willie D, what do we got right here?
All right, so right here is a brand new innovation that they just came out with. And with this, you don't have any more of those pesky little plastic claps, whatever they are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
those little
so
hangers.
I've broken a clip or two, like just putting it up there, forgetting about it, and you're just pushing it down like, ah!
And guess what? They break every single time, and I've had them hit me in the head more time than once. So this right here, gonna last the lifetime of your camper, and you're not gonna have literally any headaches.
Wow, that's a good hold right there.
Perfect.
So underneath, what we got?
Okay, so underneath here, this is really, really exciting. For one, you can see it's a complete pass-through. And this door, it's the same size as the pass-through door on the other side. So whatever you have on this side, you can get to on the other side. A lot of times people take that for granted. Don't have to worry about it in this one. And it's completely finished out, folks. So if you look underneath, you have a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood, and then you also have this marine grade flooring, which is a really, really great innovation that they came out with. And I'm excited to see who's gonna take off with it. They were the first that I saw to do it, and let's just see who catches up with the fat.
Yeah, and so up here, the glass, can you tell us about the glass?
Yeah, this is tempered safety glass, so you're not gonna have to worry about any rocks kicking up, shattering out any windows or anything of that nature. It'll really take care of you, and more importantly, it's gonna keep that hot, hot sun out of your bedroom. Don't forget about this. Talking about the sun, you got the solar prep. So with this, it's a great trickle charger for your unit. Gonna keep those batteries at 100%. You don't have to worry about going out and having that 10 volt. It's always very frustrating to me when you're just right there on the edge of getting those slides in and stuff, which is another great feature of this floor plan. No slides.
All right, Willie D, tell us what is going on back here. These rims are sweet. So, is that Michelin tires?
You got that right, folks. So with these rims and these tires, this is an automotive rim, automotive tire. It's on 18 inches, folks. So they're not the tiny little thin tires that you're used to on travel trailers. And as you know, if you've been RVing for a little bit, or if you're a brand new beginner, you've probably heard the term China bomb. Guess what? These are not that. 57,000 mile warranty on them. Tell me who's gonna beat that for you? No one. So from the ground up, EVOKE is using the best materials out there, and they just can't be beat.
All right, Willie D, hold on. You're trying to move on me. You skipped out on something. What do we have going on right there?
Oh, yes, that's the Lippert Equiflex system. So with that, it makes going up and down the roads, hills, bumps, anything of that nature, your trailer's just gonna handle it a whole lot better. So for one, the axles are gonna move, but you're not gonna feel that vibration as much up in your steering wheel. So it's gonna transfer all the way back up here, all the way up to the cab.
All right, so let's move on down the RV and let's see what else we got going on. Well, looks like we have some hooks.
Yeah,
what is that? We got like some cable hookups.
That's exactly what it is.
Power source, something to do with water, I'm assuming?
Yes, the technical term is water manifold. But, so we got our water manifold system right here, and what is the most exciting thing of all about both of these things? They're at the rear of your coach. Every time I ever have gone to a campsite, and I've been camping since I was about yay tall, they always have the hookups at the rear of the coach. So with this, while you have a 36-foot cord, you don't need it. You're only about 6 feet away. Water, power, 50 amp service, so you have 2 ACs in this thing. You're not gonna be getting hot.
All right, so let's move on down to the rear end of the RV. It looks like we have an outdoor shower along with some sort of bicycle hitch. Tell me about this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you have this hitch back here. Many times you're always bringing a little bit extra cargo. You need to bring a little something extra with you. Bikes, Rubbermaids, I always bring myself. Generators, it just depends on who you are and where you're going. But this gives you the capability without having to go to your local dealer and get someone to install it. You do all of that here, don't you?
Yes, I do. So I'm the only certified welder here at Wade's RV, and I'll tell you, I have helped modify and put a lot of these racks on for customers.
Yeah, saves them thousands of dollars having it already right here. So
yeah,
really saves them money down the road.
Yeah, and so one quick thing, I'll tell you, when I go out RVing, and when I was a little kid, I'd go out RVing with my grandparents. We didn't have this outdoor shower back in the day. We had a water hose we'd hook up, and we'd just kind of have to mess with the water hose. We always had to rig something up. But this, if you're filleting fish, or if you're just out there and the kids got muddy playing around, you bring them over here and you hose them down, and then you take them in the RV and they won't get the inside all messed up. So over here, Willie D, this is the exciting part. This is where everybody hangs out. This is where you're gonna see the awning, the speakers, the outdoor entertainment. Come tell me about this side of the RV. Hey guys, this is the 4th day of shooting this review for you, but we're gonna get through it. Willie D, let's talk about the front side of the EVOKE.
All right guys, so let's start right over here. One of the most revolutionary things that they have done on this camper is they put the solid steps from Lippert on this. So first off, it's gonna eliminate the trampoline effect, as we used to call it. There is no spring, no bounce in that, and it's also really nice and stable. So if you have elderly folks coming with you, they're not gonna fall down the steps. This can be a common problem if you didn't know. Also, right here, with this, they're also gonna fold right inside, nice and easy. They're very lightweight, being aluminum, and look, there's nothing underneath there now. So any wet debris, any water, stuff like that, snow, anything, it's not gonna kick up, rust your stairs. They can be very hard to pull out. And whenever you need to fold it out again, just grab it right here. And there we go. Also, this door, it's a glass door. So you actually have a window right here with a shade already built in, so you're not having to put it on there extra. And look how nice that looks. Also, lend a hand grab handle. So what this is gonna do is gonna help you get inside your unit without straining your back, and you're just gonna walk right inside the coach very simply. Also, it's a secondary lock. So right before you pack up, I always go ahead and put this right over the door, and it's a secondary lock. So just more protection for you going down the road. Now, that kind of leads us over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you take that over, little Wade.
All right. So that brings us to the outdoor entertainment. Now, Kicker is what they use for their outdoor speakers. These are marine grade speakers. You're not gonna find this on just all the other average RVs out there in the market. And a fun fact about Kicker, Kicker was born in Stillwater in 1973. Now you can control your music from your iPhone. It's all connected via Bluetooth. So that's how we get down at tailgating season at Wade's RV. So Willie D, let's tell us about the rest.
Speaking about tailgating, that leads us right over here to your TV mount. So if you're watching the game on the inside of your unit, don't let it stop you from watching it on the outside. You have your TV plugs right here, so then you're gonna get the video, get the audio, as we all know. You got your TV mount, and then you also have your plugs. If you want cable, satellite, you can use an auxiliary cord, coaxial I think is the technical term. Use that and plug it right on into the TV and bring that entertainment right outside here. We also have a fantastic awning. Look how large this is. If I had to guess, it'd probably be about a 16-foot awning, and it's gonna extend about 16 foot as well. And you have LED lights so you can party all night long. Don't let the dark put you out. Also, going over here, one of my favorite parts of the day is always breakfast. So I would start with a nice big pan of bacon, slab bacon as I call it, and then also I would put a nice little pan full of scrambled eggs. Now that is my personal preference, and my camping endorsement is scrambled eggs. Little Wade, I don't know, what do you like?
I would have to agree. I would go with the scrambled eggs and thick cut bacon.
Exactly. I think you got it right on point there. And look, you even have a refrigerator outside. So if you're out here either cooking, entertaining folks, or just sitting out underneath the awning after a good evening, you can come out, grab a beverage, and you're not walking inside your camper multiple times, getting it dirty, things like that. So really, really nice. And then look, EVOKE's not cheaping out, guys. They give you a lend-a-hand right here on your front door as well into your master bedroom suite. And then that leads us over here finally into your pass-through storage area. And with the pass-through storage area, it's actually completely finished out, which is incredible. A lot of companies don't do that. You have the magnets right here, so instead of having those old plastic clips, they're not gonna break, they're not gonna sun fade, they'll be with you for the lifetime of your camper. And then one of my most favorite things that they did right here is a battery disconnect, folks. So with the battery disconnect, you can turn whenever you're not using your camper, you can simply click that over, and you're not gonna have subtle power draw on your battery, so you're never gonna be going out and just try to use your camper, try to use those power jacks and be stranded. So really, really advanced.
All right, so this brings us to the inside of the EVOKE Travel Trailer. Now I'm gonna turn this over to Willie D. He's gonna show us this thing like crib style. Willie D.
Welcome to my crib. It's time to look at the EVOKE. So, I like to start right out by the door. So right here, this was actually our first wardrobe area. You have a clothes rod right across so you can hang up lots of stuff. What I like is actually how tall it is. You can actually put, you know, a folded pair of jeans across a hanger. You can put a full-size shirt in there, and you're not gonna have any problems. Many times people take for granted a closet. Always test your closets, folks. That's a little bit of a pro tip for you. And then underneath it, you have some additional shelving right there, so you can store different things. I always put some of my like flashlights or headlamps, anything I'm using for outdoors, put it right there so that I don't have to come in and out of my camper. Across from us right here, this is going to be our other wardrobe area. As you can see, once again, tall and very, very deep, so it gives you lots of different storage options. Underneath here, this is a free-for-all. You can put whatever you would like in here, but it offers great additional storage. One thing that I love about this floor plan, and EVOKE actually has two of the different floor plans that have the same shower, is the shower. Y'all, I am 6'1", dreaming about being 6'2", and guess what? My head isn't in the skylight. I have plenty of room, lots of elbow space, and talking about standards, they go ahead and upgrade your shower head. If you've ever used a stock shower head, you know this is probably one of the first things you'll replace in your camper. So this is an incredible, incredible shower, and without it having a slide, you never see something like this. Right here, your toilet. I always tell people whenever you're looking at a camper, sit on the toilet. The reason why is a lot of times you can't actually shut the doors in the restrooms, and it's a little bit of an important feature, I would say. Right here, this leads us to our nice countertop. It's going to be the same material as our countertops in the kitchen and also in the dining room area, but look at this space. Then number two, it's all one piece, so it's going to be super, super easy to clean. You can take a nice Clorox wipe it off, clean up each morning, just make it super simple for yourself. And one thing that I have a huge pet peeve about is washing my hands. Whenever you're washing your hands are underneath the faucet right here. They're not slammed up against the back of the sink. So plenty of room to go ahead, do whatever you need to in the morning, put on the makeup, never done that myself, but to each their own. Right here, nice medicine cabinet. Also, another medicine cabinet. So storage, 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 and we're not in a huge, massive unit. It's incredible. It would be a great weekender unit, or even if you're going on the road for a couple weeks. Right here, this is going to transition us to our dining room area. Right here in the dining area, you have two nice bench seats. So it's just like going to your favorite restaurant, you're sliding in your booth table, and then you also have this nice the countertop material that you use for the table. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things. It actually has speckles and kind of a metallic flake to it, if you can see. Really cool. And one thing that they do throughout the Evoke, you'll kind of see blue and purple lighting similar to what's on the front, is underneath the dinette booth, they put lighting underneath there. So it really adds an accent color and really stands apart from any other camper in the park. Something of this size I've never seen with a residential refrigerator, and it's right here. You have more capacity, it's gonna cool your food down quicker and hold it longer. So for me, whenever I'm going out, usually I don't want to turn on my refrigerator hours and hours and hours before I go camping. So with this, it'll cool down in just a matter of 30 minutes. Right here, we have our fireplace, and check this out. Is this not incredible? It's got these crystals inside here. Once again, more lighting underneath there, and you may be asking, what is this space for? Putting your shoes. Whenever you come in your camper, you may not want to get all the mud, the dirt, all of that throughout. You can just put your shoes right there, and they're tucked out, nice out of the way, out of your walkway area, and you don't have to bring something else with you to hold them. So it's thinking ahead. Right here, this is our entertainment area, and with this will actually play DVDs. You can hook up your phone to it and play Bluetooth inside. It'll also go ahead and play some stuff outside for you. Lots of different options that you can do with this. It's a very versatile unit. Right here, into the kitchen area, we have the new stove from Furrion, and one of the cool things is, once again, they're putting the lighting on here, but it's got the glass stovetop. And with the glass stovetop, what that's going to allow you to do is have more area to prepare, store food. If you're serving food, every time I go camping, that's one of the best things, is you have some of your friends around and you kind of make a potluck. You can set it up right here and have tons of space. And what's important, cleaning up. Right here you have this nice farm-style basin sink where you can clean it off really easy once again, and it's got a pull-down faucet, and this is really, really heavy duty. If you look at this, this is not cheaply made. This costs a lot of money in here, and so you can clean out the sink, clean those dishes really nice and easy, and as I keep saying, storage, storage, storage. Look at this, guys. You can put all the dishes, anything that you need right up there, and also right across here. So you got lots of space. The European hinges, you have the struts, you don't have to sit here and hold it up. You also have a skylight to let in some of that natural lighting and really show the pop of this camper. You'll see throughout, it's got stainless steel, it's got these white countertops. It's incredible, so you really want to make sure you get to enjoy the camper for what it is. So, you have that, and one thing we haven't spoke about is the ceiling height in here. We have tons of room. Like I said, I'm 6'1", and I'm not bumping my head on the ceiling at all. It's super spacious. And finally, we're gonna go into our bedroom area. With a camper of this size, one AC would do you totally fine. Like we were talking about before, 50 amp service with 2 air conditioners. It's incredible. This thing will turn into an icebox. One thing that I found in travel trailers that's really, really hard to find is a king size bed. Look at the space that you get. And with the sleek front that the Evoke has, this allows you to have plenty of headroom. They go ahead and build in 2 reading lights right here. So, once again, something you're not bringing extra. USB plugs, normal 110 outlets, and then you have your lighting control right there. So, super simple and super efficient, and if you didn't think it could get better, it does! You have even more storage underneath here. You can put your spare tire on the rear, or you can keep it underneath the bed. This is just underneath here for what we call camp prep. So before you go camping, we like to get your camper all prepped up, and we'll go ahead and install that on the rear for you with a nice Wade's RV tire cover. And like we keep saying, the Evoke just doesn't take shortcuts, folks. This thing is a quality mattress, so you're gonna be able to enjoy all those nights sleeping out there in the wilderness, urban camping, or as we're doing, sitting on a concrete pad.
All right, guys, so I'm cheating a little bit. I have a concrete pad that's level. A lot of places when you're RV camping, it's not gonna have concrete pads. They're gonna have like gravel or something like that, so come on. Typically, when setting up, I'm gonna pull the unit back where I want it, and before I unhook or anything, I'm gonna see if it's level side to side, and if I need to add some boards or whatnot, I would level the RV side to side at that time. And then I would unhook and pull the unit, pull the car away from the travel trailer, and then I would have Stephanie or somebody on the side telling me when to stop, up and down, like down just a little bit, and stop. That looks good. All right, cool. Now let's plug it in. Really convenient place. Again, those magnets work in handy. Just grab the cable, and Willie D was talking earlier about the power source being at the end of the RV, which is really convenient. I like where they put this. So just hook that, give it a little twist, secure it. Now, before you mess with the electrical, just look and make sure it's turned off before you plug it in. So this is already turned off. I'm gonna plug my power source in, then turn it on. Now I'm ready to put down my jacks. Now guys, one thing, remember, these are stabilizer jacks. These are not meant to lift the coach. Stabilizer jacks, okay? So just extend those out. And sometimes, so like this is a concrete pad, so I don't need to put down a wood block or anything like that, but make sure you bring maybe some little pieces of wood blocks so you can put it down if you're out there in the dirt or gravel. Make sure you look at your legs so the platforms, they land level, because sometimes when you go up they kind of get twisted around. So they're almost down. They're going to hit the concrete. It's going to give a little bit of a snug, then I'm off. I'm not going to use it to lift the trailer. That's not what they're meant to do. And then same thing up here. And see how sometimes when it's stored up there, that platform gets caught a little bit. I'll let it kind of work itself down. And then before, let's see, that one's acting real goofy. See, it's probably the first time they've ever been ran out, but it'll put tension on that side, and then it'll force this one down. Just make sure you position it where it needs to go. And again, you know, make sure you bring a couple of blocks or something if you're camping out somewhere that you're not going to be on a concrete pad. So this is almost down, right there, a little snug. And now I'm done. Next, what I'm gonna do is, it's probably gonna be a nice, hot, sunny day, so I'm gonna run the awning out. And LED lights are on. We're almost ready to rock and roll. I like to pull it out to right about there. That's where I usually stop with the awning. Now, Willie D is going to show you how to break down. We were thinking about it before we shot this. We don't want you to see the same thing twice. So come on, Willie D, your turn.
It's time to tear down. So the first step that I always do is I go ahead and bring my awning back in. It's a very simple step, and as you saw before, it's just one push of the button. So let's go. So as I'm bringing in the awning, I'm gonna go ahead and say I would have gone ahead and shut everything down inside the camper. That way I didn't have to worry about going back in there and that sort of thing. But we're just talking about setting up the camper, so we're just gonna talk about tearing down the exterior stuff. Once I have the awning in, the next thing, as I'm coming down the stairs, I would just go ahead and put in the stairs. That way I'm not coming back, having to do extra steps. Get that little pun? You don't have to do things of that nature. So you just take this. With your friction hinge door, I like to make sure it's all the way over, that way you don't catch the locking mechanisms. As you're bringing it up, I always twist that locking mechanism. That way it just glides right into place, and it's really simple. Go ahead, shut your door, and then bring that grab handle over just to go ahead and lock it. Lock the door, so then it's just an extra layer of protection. The next thing you would do is come on over and make sure that all of your compartments are shut. So I would come right on over here, shut this down, lock it, and if you want to use the blue LED lights that are on the front, make sure to leave your battery on. If not, I would go ahead and just kill the battery disconnect. That way you don't have to worry about that power draw, getting home and not having any battery. You're not going to have that situation at all. Coming up here to the front, check those out. I told you they were awesome, and now you're getting to see it for yourself firsthand. I like to go down the road with them on. It's kind of like having road tracking lights like what are on the semis and things like that. Up here, once again, we have more lights. So click it off. There's no need to have that on. If anything, if you have the rear view or the cameras that show behind your car, it actually might get to be a little bit of an annoyance. So go ahead, take care of it. That way you don't have to find out the hard way. Finally, the last thing I would do right before I leave is I make sure all my jacks are up and then the power cord is pulled in. So let's go ahead and walk over to our jacks. For the sake of time, I already got the front ones taken care of. Right here in the rear, push of the button, they wind right up. Super simple, super convenient. And guess what? You're not bending down, getting on your knees or your back, and it's just nice. Fast forward, fast forward. Perfect, they're put up. The last and final step before you take off and hit the road is you want to go over to your power box. As Wade was saying earlier, go ahead and make sure that the breakers are flipped off and then just simply remove that cord. I like to always wind my cords up kind of like a garden hose. I find it really simple to carry and also get untangled so you don't have just a big old mess in your storage compartment. With your power cord, it's a locking mechanism, so you push it in and click it to lock, and unlock, it's just the opposite. You twist it and then pull. And so we're just gonna walk right on over, just like I was a snake handler, and secure this in my lower storage compartment, like so. And that leads to one last thing: shutting the door and locking it up. And that's it, folks.